Hello and welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z 3 episodes at a time and rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. Except today is a 10 episode by the tens, which means we do a double, which means we're actually reviewing 6 episodes.
Wow, Z. I didn't know that.
That's a twofer.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
a 2 for Z.
A two for one is what you're getting today, folks.
We're available on iTunes, Spotify, other podcast services, and most importantly, YouTube.
.com/DragonBallSpeak.
You can find us there. We upload every Saturday morning. And this is episode 40? Crap.
It is one. Yeah,
episode 40.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy. Episode 40 of Dragon Ball Speak.
We're coming up on our 1 year, close to our 2 year.
We're well past our 1 year. We totally missed it.
We're going to be, 12 weeks from now, 3 months. Okay, so we'll be in like April when we hit our
2 years?
52 episodes, but
almost
right.
1.5
years after starting this. But, 2020 can...
2020 was a crazy one.
Technically, we were still on track if you don't count 2020.
2020 is so crazy.
2020, crazy.
I think we missed like 4 months worth of...
100.
I mean, if you add it all up.
There was like a July to like October period, I feel like, where we put up like 2 episodes.
2, maybe, yeah. Yeah, but we're back on track. Back on track.
Yeah, we told y'all we would be back on track, and here we are. A third week in a row.
Yep.
Give us the cred.
This week was a crazy one, too.
Yeah.
Upgrade to Super Saiyan. So you did not see that. You didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't
or
see
did
that.
you? No.
I didn't.
So, so we got this. We freaking Goku. It picks back up with the heart virus stuff.
Yeah.
He's clenching the old heart.
Yeah, we've been there before.
Yeah, he's it's him versus 19. So Krillin gives him a sensu bean. This does not cure the virus.
Damn.
So Goku has a little energy again, but then he gets his ass beat again. He gets beaten to the ground. Takes several bad hits, and there's even more pain.
I thought I was going to be correct again. I thought my prediction was coming true. Last week I predicted that he would get beat down to death, and he was getting beat, but then he didn't get killed.
No, he would have gotten killed.
Yeah, he 100% would have died for sure.
But good guy Yamcha decides, 19 grabbed him by the throat and was draining his energy. Grabbed Goku by the throat and was draining his energy.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually got to the point where Piccolo tried to intervene. So here's what I don't really get. Did you get what happened here?
No.
So Android 20, who we later now learn is Dr. Gero.
Yeah, which is I just dumb and not piecing together that?
They very explicitly no.
Like he doesn't look the same, right? From back in Dragon Ball.
So I think when you actually see him in Dragon Ball,
it's like his shadow. I don't think we ever actually.
I don't think you ever actually see him. And then there's a filler episode of Dragon Ball called Mysterious Dr. Flap.
Yes.
And it says that Dr. Flap created Android 8, but that was filler and it's not true.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. But no, you weren't supposed to know what he looked like. So no, you are not an idiot. In fact, you are smart and you are a king.
Thank you, Dad.
Am I too loud?
Yeah. You got a booming voice because you're manly.
Piccolo got zapped by Android 20.
Yeah,
which
he did.
I'll get to it, but I didn't get what he said next. But 1 second. So no one seems to be able to intervene with this Goku getting choked out to death thing until a foot hits Android 19 in the face.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Leaving a permanent print on his face. And it is Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. He has returned. And he is now, you could say, the daddy of all Saiyans.
Well, he's not a very good daddy. We've learned.
That's a really good point.
Last episode, I think I was saying maybe Vegeta's off doing dad stuff, but no, he doesn't care at all about his family.
Legitimately, there's no maybe he just no, he literally neglected to save their lives when he had the chance to.
And similar to Goku, beats his son's ass.
Yes.
Later in this.
But not in the let me teach you kind of way. It's in the abusing my kid and get out of my way kind of way.
Super Saiyans, Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? Gave him a Super Saiyan cocky attitude.
Yeah, true.
Super Saiyan sized secret. Wait, what is Saiyan sized secret?
Saiyan sized secret.
So Yamcha takes Goku. And Vegeta, we cut to Yajirobe, of course. Oh, I'm way ahead. So Vegeta gets back. He talking a little trash. We're like, okay, something's a little different.
It's also,
he's
I
kinda
wrote down that he's always talking that shit when Goku's down or out of sight.
right.
Like, Goku's down on the ground, and Vegeta's like, I'm going to take out these androids, Goku, but then I'm going to beat your ass. And it's like, you ain't going to say that to his face when he's standing up, dude.
Right.
You know Goku's got you beat. You only feel cocky right now because he's on the ground.
I don't know. Piccolo thinks otherwise.
Yeah, that's true.
And Piccolo, we know, is a very trustworthy source in this show. So anyway, so Vegeta only saves Goku because he said he wants to kill him next. But so at that point, Yamcha takes him away. We can tell something's a little different about old Vegeta here. Yamcha flies away with Goku, and we cut to a Yajirobe POV, I like to say, of him with his tongue out, very violently shaking his tongue. We then learn that he is playing with Trunks.
He's babysitting.
Yes.
It's very cute.
He is babysitting. It is cute. We got Dad Jirobe. No Dad Jita. We got Dad
Bulma
Jirobe.
says, like, you're the only person that can look at him and him not cry. Like, he likes you.
So Vegeta is the dad.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
do we really know?
I know, because Yajirobe
has a sword.
He does.
Trunks, swordsman.
Yep. And I mean, that's really all we know. But like, I'm putting the pieces together, and I think that maybe there's some time travel mechanics or something that Yajirobe's actually daddy. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. But, you know, we got to have hope for our sword
At one
buddy.
point, you would have thought it equally unlikely that Vegeta and Bulma hook up.
That is true. That is very true.
So, Krillin wants to leave. He's like, you guys, we should probably get out of here because this guy Trunks told us that we are all going to die against these androids. But here we are, standing here, acting like we're going to fight these androids.
Breaking the time rules. Dude.
Krillin is the everyman here. He's the realist, right? I mean, like...
on the real, though, we know that
speaking.
he's just trying to save his ass.
Yeah.
He's like, we know that you survived, Gohan. So let's make sure to get you out of here. I'll come with you, though, just to make sure you get out of here safely.
I know. Krillin, he did his best in these episodes.
Yeah.
What did you think about this, like, overall, the 6 episodes, the pace of the 6 episodes? Good, bad?
Started off really good, and then kind of, like, gets a little not as good, and then kind of, like,
Picks back
doesn't
up.
get bad, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, slow.
It is a pretty slow,
It wasn't, like,
group.
a powerhouse of 6.
No. But, you know, you got to have these slow groups of episodes to right before the awakening.
Big climax.
Yes. The eruption. So finally, we cut back to Vegeta. After Piccolo says no to Krillin, we're not leaving. He's like, clearly things are different enough to where we should pretend as if we never heard that prophecy to begin with. Piccolo being the Chad that he is. And then finally, we cut back to Vegeta. Did you smell what was coming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Vegeta, finally, after wanting it so bad, is the third person that we know of to turn into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
In a sequence that, while cool, is not nearly as cool as Goku's.
His is actually my least favorite transformation so far.
Yeah,
Goku's is
I can
obviously
agree.
the best just because like they put like 5 minutes of awesome animation into it.
And it has emotional weight.
Yeah, and I really like Trunks because Trunks does it so nonchalantly, which is badass. And he
looks
does
cool.
it like as a test to Goku. He's like, "Can you do this?" Pff, Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And Vegeta's was cool, but Vegeta's was like, if I tried to like design a Super Saiyan animation, where I'd be like, "Yeah, make it like turn yellow," and then like the ground.
Yeah, well,
The pros do it better, but this one is still good though. Still good.
It's like no one thinks it's like great.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, okay, so narratively, I guess they were at the point where they have to give Vegeta Super Saiyan because he needs to be, you know, he's working for it clearly on a narrative level, and then we need him to be at least somewhere close to Goku, I guess, and his son Trunks, and he's been training harder than Goku did probably. So this whole backstory thing with the meteor shower, that is a creative liberty that we all can also call filler.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was weird.
So in the manga or in anything official, it's left to your imagination more or less. We know Vegeta was gone for these 3 years. He comes back and now he's a Super Saiyan. It's kind of up to you to decide, you know, what triggered that and how that occurred.
Yeah, because their reasoning was like he stopped caring about everything.
Which is out of character, first off.
And also,
he's like, yeah, I didn't care about being as strong as Kakarot anymore. It's like,
and then I became a Super Saiyan. It's like, nah.
And the meteor was like, and we've seen him destroy a planet in his first ever episode, but now he's struggling to destroy a meteor because I guess he was tired from training. I don't know. It's not it's, if you want to accept that as your canon, that's fine. If you don't, I personally wouldn't because it's like not canon. So
I'm
really
not going to say too much, but I think his Super Saiyan transformation has to do with the little something Bolin maybe taught him. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
virgin to the Chad, as they say.
Yes. Vegeta is finally not a virgin anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get that meteor backstory, but we can also tell that not only is he Super Saiyan, I think he looks cool, but the animation in these group of episodes was not anything to speak of, really.
Yeah.
It was not very special.
It was kind of just whatever.
Yeah. So we get damn it, what was I gonna say? Yeah, his attitude is completely different. Like, he always had an attitude, but now he's way cockier than he even was before.
Yeah.
But what we didn't know at this point is that he can back it up. So, what'd you give it?
I gave this one a 6 out of 7.
Nice. I actually give it a 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I liked the I mean, I was still pretty hype about the transformation.
Which was, maybe it's because I knew it was coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew it was happening this episode, so I was kind of just waiting for it.
I didn't think we'd see Vegeta back anytime soon. So that was pretty hype too, just having him back. And
yeah, totally. No, and don't get me wrong, the transformation was still good. It just wasn't like on par with Goku's.
Yeah, agreed.
But maybe Vegeta's time is coming. Or maybe not. 130, The Secret of Dr. Gero. So here's the thing about that episode title. We don't learn any secret of Dr. Gero's in this episode.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why it's called that, but
I also spelled Gero wrong.
Gero.
Yeah, I was spelling it Jirou for some reason.
I actually prefer that spelling. So episode 130. We start, and it is now Vegeta versus Android 19. Android 19 punches him right in the face, which he totally allows.
Yeah.
And like the bamf that he is, he just takes it, and then like his head goes back, but then he like brings it back, and it didn't do nothing.
Very cool.
And he's just smirking. And his trash talk in this episode is like beyond anything we've experienced at this point.
Yeah, he's very cocky.
Oh, like obnoxiously so. So he kicks Android 19, and it like kicks him so hard you see it come out his back.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't go through,
Which it should have.
but it's like you see the imprint of his foot from the other side.
Like pulling the shirt back.
Yeah. And then he calls him a tub of lard.
Yeah.
Lots of trash talk going on. And then we get an absolute beatdown where he like kicks him into the ground. He's just freaking like hits him up into the air, hits him with the double fist. He double fists him back into the ground. Like, it's
and
just
20's like, oh crap.
And 20, I love this whole time, like, these androids, like, literally completely underestimated what was going to happen here. So what is your take on, so you thought 19 and 20 were going to be, like, the whole, like, it's the whole android saga is 19 and 20.
Like, oh, maybe it's a short saga.
Yeah, so what we learned in the following episodes is it's not these two androids.
It's the other
It's not,
ones.
right, there's 5 androids when we thought there was 2.
Yes.
Which 2 of them are dead now, but whatever. Yeah, we get absolute beatdown, and at this point, Android 19 is in a crater in the ground, and Vegeta goes there to look down on him, and we get the grab.
Yeah, we do.
So we get the double hand grab from Android 19, which, as we know, means that he can drain Vegeta's energy.
And he really wants to drain Vegeta.
Yeah, he says he wants to suck Vegeta dry.
Yeah, he's literally on his knees.
Oh, I want to go back. When Vegeta turns into a Super Saiyan, the music is like one of my favorite ever Falconer tracks.
The music in
the piano
129 is just very good all over the place. The clown music is so good.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, back to 19. He's on his knees. He's got both hands on Vegeta, and he says, "Until I have your energy, I'll never let you go." Mm-hmm. Erotic.
Yes.
To put it lightly.
Which Vegeta, he just kind of laughs, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're never gonna let me go, huh?" So he puts both of his feet on his face.
Yeah.
And freaking stretches until it rips Android 19's arms off.
Very sick.
And then Android 19 gets scared, and he's like, "Oh, androids feel fear." And then he runs away, and Vegeta blasts him, and he is dead.
Yeah.
Only his head is left.
And then Vegeta starts talking that shit again to Android 20.
It's top tier trash talk. I love it, man.
And Android 20 is like, how can he be so confident? And it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe he just destroyed your other buddy
effortlessly.
in like seconds. Like,
effortlessly.
Maybe that's why he's confident. And maybe you should be a little more scared.
Like, this wasn't like a difficult fight.
No.
This was like on par with Another fight that Vegeta won, I guess. I was going to say Vegeta versus Zarbon, but he totally lost that one the first round.
Goku never got to fight these androids at full power, right? Like, he was getting sucked dry from the beginning.
He wasn't getting his energy sucked dry, but he was, like, suffering from the heart virus. Like, said, like, remember when they flew there and Piccolo was like, why is he out of breath?
That's true. Okay, so we don't know.
But Goku was winning.
Know if Vegeta's stronger than Goku yet.
Goku was still winning, though. Right, so it's stated, all we know right now is that it's stated by Piccolo, who just trained with Goku for 3 years straight.
That things are different.
That he thinks that Vegeta is stronger than Goku right now. So, moving on. So Android 19 is dead. His head is left, and that's all.
Yes.
And then Piccolo is like, whoa, no. Krillin, I think, says, wow, he's toast. And then Piccolo goes, no. More like burnt toast.
Which is the dumbest line ever. That's like...
Legitimately.
I don't even understand. Like, the toast is the... You're just... Toast was doing it. Like, it did everything it needed to do. Burnt toast is still just toast. Like, you're dumb.
Toast is just burnt bread.
Yeah.
Kind of.
If he would have said, like, oh, you're bread, that would have been dumb. But then Piccolo could have gone like, no, he's toast. And I would have been like, there you go, Piccolo.
That might have even worked. Piccolo...
You know, he's not
trying his
Earth.
best.
He's from Namek.
He's trying to fit in.
They don't eat stuff like.
No,
he doesn't even
like
know what toast is. Really, I mean, that's,
he doesn't eat.
Yeah, that's a better question.
Apparently, he also doesn't feel cold.
Yeah, which
we learned.
I meant to take a note of that, but I'm
not really sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know.
Well, Namek doesn't get cold, I guess, or something. Or no, Namek is very cold, so he's used to it.
Yeah, it must be. What are we at?
20.
Burnt toast.
It gets real scared and runs away. No.
Yeah, oh, we get the Vegeta bluff.
Yes.
The big bluff. The big Chad bluff.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that part. So I thought you were gonna take it away. I was taking a sip. Well, Vegeta, he's like, "Hey, I'll destroy you too." And Jiro's like, "That's crazy. How is he so confident? Like, he must be able to destroy me." Jiro runs away. 20 runs away, and then Vegeta's like, "Man, it's a good thing he ran away because." He actually did get some of his energy drained by 19 before he destroyed him.
That's okay because he gets it back.
So he pops the old Senzu.
A little tiny one though.
Yeah, Krillin he's like, I'm gonna give you the small one.
Just a tiny one of this magical fruit bean.
Yep, and so we got the bluff. Piccolo states that he's probably stronger than Goku now. We get a little more Yajirobe, of course, to spice things up. We get a lot of that.
They're flying towards them, or is that next episode?
I think it's this episode. Yeah, they start
so
flying.
Yajirobe, Bulma, in all her motherly wisdom, is like, we need to go take Trunks to go see Vegeta. And Yajirobe's like, no, I don't think we should do that because Vegeta's fighting supposedly some world-ending androids. And Bulma's like, well, he would never let anything happen to his son.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bulma had a child with, but that's not... This Vegeta is actually going to beat his son. I don't think he's going to... I think if you show up with little baby Trunks, Vegeta's going to go like... tight and then just that's it.
Well,
but Bulma sees the good in him.
Maybe you could argue that if Vegeta knew that Trunks wasn't going to save Bulma and Trunks, maybe he would have saved Bulma and Trunks, but he like acts like he wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I guess. Maybe she knows something that we don't.
It's possible.
But I don't really think that's the case.
No, I don't think so either. But anyway, they fly over there and they're trying to like make their way to see the fight because that's a smart thing to do with your child.
Yep. So cue the hide and seek game.
Yes.
That we have for a few episodes here. Jiro runs away. You can't sense his power. Vegeta's like, I'm just gonna level this whole freaking mountainscape to destroy you. And then Jiro runs out and absorbs the blast, so he gets more powerful. Vegeta loses some energy, of course.
Very dumb move on Vegeta's part.
Right. He even kicks himself for that one.
Yeah.
We didn't. Oh yeah, we did score last episode. So that's the end of the episode. It ends right there.
Yeah, I gave this one a 5 out of 7 because I still really enjoyed it.
I also gave this one a 4. So that's 2 4s for me. Look, like, don't get me wrong. It's above average. It's good. Pace is, or the plot's going. But I did think it was a little slow.
Yeah.
So I also got a 4. Still like it, you know.
Even the burnt toast line, it doesn't bring it up to a 5.
The burnt toast brought it from a 5 down to a 4.
Oh, okay, that's
fair. Yeah, burnt toast.
Burnt toast.
Episode 131. More androids.
Spoilers.
Yes. Which, again, Just like Dr. Gero's secret, there aren't more androids in this episode, nor are they mentioned.
You could actually probably move every episode title up one.
You could, because other than Upgrade to Super Saiyan, the secret of Dr. Gero is definitely behind. More androids is behind. Yeah. Follow Dr. Gero could have been any of these episodes, to the point where I think it maybe even got mixed up.
And then Nightmare Comes True could have been the last episode we saw, because that's when 16 is awoken. And you're like, oh shit, Nightmare Comes True. And then maybe next episode Goku gets killed. No, I'm just kidding. Goku's assassin makes sense because the android is built to...
Right, we learned that 16's mission is to kill Goku.
Yeah. Anyway, back to episode 131, more androids.
So here's a helpful, here's a little hint. It's not a hint, it's just an Easter egg, I guess. It's not even an Easter egg. 131. That's how many episodes are in Dragon Ball Super.
Wow, really?
So if we were watching Super, we would be done.
Dang, Super must be pedal to the metal.
It's complicated. It has such high highs.
Well, I guess but
it has very low lows.
Is like replaying the movies or whatever that I watched, so
yeah,
can't be too pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I'm excited to watch those.
It doesn't waste your time a whole lot, but other than the rehash of the movies.
So we would finish Dragon Ball Z and then watch those movies.
We're gonna finish Dragon Ball Z, watch the 2 movies, watch Dragon Ball Super, then we're gonna watch Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah, and then Dragon Ball Evolution.
Hell yeah! No, by then hopefully we'll have a Patreon or something, and that'll be like a Patreon.
I didn't realize it, but I looked up. I was listening to a podcast and they talked about it yesterday, and I looked up the cast for Dragon Ball Evolution, and the cast has like a lot of big names in it. And it's really weird. Also, Emmy Rossum plays Bulma, and it's awful looking.
I don't know who that is.
I only know her because she's the main girl in Shameless, which is my wife's favorite show. But it's so bad, dude. The costumes and everything's so bad.
She doesn't even have blue hair. It's like a blue streak.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Have you seen Piccolo?
Yes.
In that movie,
he's got like leather purple on.
Yeah.
And the face makeup is bad.
And Goku's like a high schooler. It's just weird.
I just can't wait to see the fights, like the fight scenes in that movie. I just know they're gonna be so bad.
I haven't watched that movie in like 10 years.
Did you see it in theaters like hype? Were you like?
I wasn't into Dragon Ball when it came out. Yeah, I think it was like right around the time I like started getting into Dragon Ball.
Absolutely incredible. I can't wait to watch it.
I don't know. I'm surprised that movie even hit theaters, if it did.
Yeah.
It may have been straight to DVD.
I think it might have.
I don't know. I watched it at a friend's house one time because we were both like into Dragon Ball, but we watched it on like On Demand or something. Back when On Demand was a thing.
Lols.
So with Krillin's like, with my luck, I'm going to be the one who finds this android. But as we learn, Gero is like looking around. He's like, oh, I need more energy. He's looking at all these guys around him because he sees everyone looking for him. They can't sense him. He sneaks up behind old Big Green.
Yeah.
Old Big Piggy.
I hated this part in the beginning too. It's like so drug out.
It is, man. He's like looking at everyone.
He's like, there's that guy.
It's like almost comical.
There's that guy. And it's like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. But yeah, he picks Piccolo and then he gives him the old bear hug from the back.
He takes him from behind, as they say.
Yeah.
And then he sucks him dry.
Yeah. Which, this show's been crazier before. And Piccolo's going out of style, but Gohan says, nuh-uh, none of that.
He gives him the old telepathy.
1-2, ka-choom.
Well, the only reason Gohan found him is because Piccolo was like,
beaming to him.
Come help me. Yeah. He beamed to Scotty.
And
what is that? Is that what they say?
I don't know what you're saying.
Beaming me, Scotty. Star Trek. Oh, beam me up. Isn't that what he says? Beam me up, Scotty.
I literally have not watched a single second of anything Star Trek.
I've never seen Star Trek. Everyone knows that.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Anyways,
so yeah, he punches 20 with the old 2-hand fist downward.
The old double
spiral.
fist. Yep. Classic Dragon Ball Z move.
Yeah, and then Piccolo is like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
He takes off. This is how you know it's serious. The cape, the freaking 300-pound cape, and the whole helmet come off.
He's gonna beat some ass,
and he does.
These are obviously great warriors. They need to just go for the head. I'm not convinced that a punch through the head would not end the fight.
Considering you can see his brain.
Yeah. I feel like you just mush around with the brain a little bit. Boom, done. But they have to fight. And also, I wrote down this part because it's always frustrating. So Piccolo's like, let me handle this, Vegeta. Don't get involved. And I feel like a lot of Dragon Ball Z fights would be ended if people were just not cocky in their abilities. Everyone is like let me handle this. Don't get involved. And I don't even know if it's cockiness. Maybe it's for safety reasons, but they're like, let me do this 1v1. Let me 1v1 this dude right now. Rust 1v1, Modern Warfare 2 style. But if they all just fought together, they would always win.
There's a fight one day where they fight together.
I can't wait for that fight.
And let me tell you, not only is it good, but it doesn't work out super well.
Well, damn.
So that's something to look forward to.
But even later, Trunks
there's actually a few.
Even later, Trunks is like, yo, we got to fight together. Stop trying to do this shit by yourself.
But you know how it's like the Warrior's Code. Like, Vegeta wouldn't want to do that. Goku wouldn't want to do that. Piccolo wouldn't want to do that because they want to, like...
I want to test my ability and see how strong I am.
You sounded just like Piccolo. So, yeah, he takes off the weights. He does beat some ass. Yes. 20 takes a knee to the face, and it looks very painful. So you're like, oh, why don't you just punch him in the head? It'll kill him. Okay, so like if you all right, you're standing in a room.
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is also standing in the room.
Yeah.
Someone's like,
no, this would be like if I was Dwayne The Rock Johnson and I was trying to beat up Moana, because Piccolo's a beast. He's bigger than 20.
Okay,
20's an old
but it's
man.
like, yeah, you just punch him in the head and you'll win.
If I had to fight my grandpa, I could definitely beat his ass, I think.
Yeah, he is kind of like a grandpa. But Piccolo does beat his ass.
I know, but like, give him the old punch. Like I always tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, if you ever want to fight, just know I'm going straight for those knees and you're going down. You know, there's weak spots on your old peoples. You got to find those weak spots and you got to take them out. But
he upgraded himself.
He did upgrade himself.
To give himself a glass head.
Yes, very important. Moral of the story, beat that old man's ass.
Elbow to the head. Piccolo is supposed to be weaker, so Android 20 is frustrated. He's like, once again, this is the third example of like, how could you have gotten this much stronger? And it's the third example of, you didn't go with us to Namek, bitch.
Or watch us train for 3 years on Earth.
Yes, because they used an algorithm.
I'm the YouTube algorithm. I'm not going to give Dragon Ball Speak very many views this week.
So we cut to the island of destruction that the androids left in their wake, and we see these familiar boots. And it is Trunks.
Trunks.
He has returned. I totally forgot that he was supposed to like come back for the android fight.
I was surprised he came back.
Well, he said he would.
Yeah, I just forgot that.
Me too.
I just forgot that.
No, me too. But he was totally late.
And I saw
by
those
like
boots
hours.
And I was like, there's my boy.
Yeah, we're about to do a few hard fit checks.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of fit checks coming up.
Yeah. So Trunks is back. We cut to Yajirobe. They're still on their way to the fighting scene. And Bulma keeps on threatening Yajirobe with Vegeta, which is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Cut back to Piccolo. Dr. Zero goes for the grab on Piccolo's face. Piccolo grabs his hand and chops his arm off.
Very badass.
Very badass. Incredible. Big Piccolo W is what I wrote, because if I remember correctly, Piccolo hasn't caught a dub in a while.
No, he's kind of always just been talking on the sides.
Mm-hmm. I guess technically he won versus Raditz. He didn't do nothing versus Nappa and Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to Frieza on Planet Namek. Am I missing?
Yeah, he actually helped out a lot with Garlic Jr.
Oh, true. So this is the first big Piccolo dub in a while. And then we hear the mention of different androids.
Yeah, well, Trunks is he's flying their way, and he's like, he stops at 19's body, and he sees the head, and he's like,
that's what it was.
He's like, what is this? What is this? This is very peculiar.
So that's why, I guess that's why the episode's called More Androids, because Trunks is like, I don't recognize these androids.
Yeah, and it was weird. I was just like, oh, he must be very surprised that they already beat 19. But then he continues forward, and he's like, that's not an android I recognize. So then he goes to 20. He finds the crew, and he's like, shit, that is also not an android I recognize.
And then Bulma arrives.
But to like 4-month-old.
But most importantly, Piccolo says, Trunks, you're back. And Vegeta goes, Trunks? My son's name is Trunks. Future? That guy's from the future. Super.
Yeah.
Until he pieces together.
And it takes him so long. And it's almost as like, if you named your kid John or something, I'd understand. But like, no one else on Earth is named Trunks.
No.
Vegeta, come on, piece it together. Also, no one else has that dope color hair.
True.
That your son's eyebrows are the same color.
True. So Vegeta does make the revelation. Luckily, he's not. I said revolution.
The revelation.
The revelation. Luckily, that he is his son. but he doesn't really care
at all.
He's just like, whoa, wow, that makes sense because he's a Super Saiyan from the future, so he's my son. Anyways,
he's like, I'm stronger than you.
Yeah, but you can't catch up to me. So, Vegeta does realize, and then Trunks doesn't recognize Gero, which I guess it's next episode that Bulma's like, Dr. Gero?
Yeah.
What'd you give more androids?
I gave this one a 4 out of 7. It was just a little slower for me, especially with the hide and seek part. Mm-hmm. It didn't really get spicy till like towards the end when Piccolo starts putting that beat down on.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, like these episodes are a little slower, but there's some decent action sprinkled throughout for sure. And it's not like bogged down with like reused stuff or whatever. I gave it a 4 out of 7 as well. Same reasons.
Tight.
Episode 132, Follow Dr. Gero. That's how I knew it wasn't going to be a super interesting episode, but we do get some good stuff in here. Being Yajirobe. He has arrived.
Yeah, he has.
Dr. Gero at this point is like, you fools, I'm going to get away from here and I'm going to resurrect androids 17 and 18 and then you're really screwed.
Yeah, very much the evil guy tells his plan.
Yeah, it's genius.
And then he like runs and they're like,
Well, I think they get distracted because Bulma showed up.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, keep your eye on the prize, Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she recognizes that it's Dr. Gero because she's in the science world. And at this point, Bulma's ship got blown up, and Trunks saved Bulma and Trunks.
Yeah.
And then you could tell for like the next 5 minutes, Trunks was looking at Vegeta very angrily, and then eventually goes up to him and is like, "Why wouldn't you save your, Bulma and your son?" And he's like,
Vegeta looks him in the eyes and says, "I don't give a fuck about you."
More or less. And so Trunks is starting to get a taste of what his mom meant whenever she always told him that he had a very intense attitude.
Yeah, but a heart of gold somewhere. A heart. He has a heart at least.
It is there.
He has
in his body.
Yeah, a beating heart.
So, Android 20 is Dr. Gero.
Yes, and hold on a second. 17 and 18 obviously made before 19. So when 19 got hurt, 20 was like, that's no matter. I'm a more powerful version. I don't remember what he says. He says, I'm like the next generation, or I'm a better version of 19.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, 19's probably better than 17 and 18. Why would you make a dumber robot? And I guess we find out kind of why later. But.
Yeah, we find out. So 17 and 18 attempted an insurrection. Mm-hmm. So he made 19, as he stated, was easier to control.
Another question after we learned that 17 and 18 exist. What the hell were 20 and 19 doing in the city? Dr. Gero was just like, I kind of just want to destroy everything today.
Yeah, I mean, that in 3 years, the androids will appear. Like, maybe that's like when he was ready to start destroying things. He wanted revenge on Goku. Maybe he figured Goku would probably show up.
It's not a very nice thing to do, Dr. Gero.
Well, that's kind of the point. He's what is known as a Dragon Ball Z villain.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
spoilers,
boy.
Bro. Spoilers.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
Yeah, well, spoilers for that, too.
Oh, shoot. So Trunks saved himself, then he got mad. Android 20 is Gero. Bulma does not comment on Vegeta being blonde now, I noticed.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen him,
again,
I thought, for years, right? A while?
Yeah, I think she was probably there the first time he went blonde, and I think she knows what's happening.
Because she's not like, wow, Vegeta, you finally did it. Or like, whoa, you look good blonde. It's like,
Yeah. Been there, had that. Not impressed.
And Vegeta's pissed, and he's like, curse you, boy, because you keep getting in my way, talking to Trunks. And it's because he basically, Vegeta's accusing him of lying and like not telling them correctly what the androids would be like.
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Trunks is like, well, I think the timeline is a little messy because of things. Things are happening differently.
That and Trunks went ahead and described the new androids per Piccolo's recommendation. So we get a beautiful girl and a young boy with a scarf is the description.
Yeah. And we find out Trunks probably has daddy issues.
Oh, he for sure does. So Vegeta wants to let them fight them. He wants the androids to be woken up so that he can fight them and destroy them. Piccolo's like, why would we not just destroy them before they get activated?
Very classic Saiyan.
So it's the cart. What is the cart? The trolley?
Carte de Blanche.
So but imagine the cart trolley thing, but there's no like, it's like one way you just kill both the androids, and then the other way, like Vegeta gets his way, but a lot of people die.
Yeah.
And there's no like real. It's not really like that metaphor at all. But
No,
that's
it's
just what I picture in my head.
He should just kill the androids
Before they get activated.
before they kill all his friends. But Vegeta's cocky. He's gonna do what Vegeta does best, and that's be
Vegeta's
cocky.
got that big, swinging Prince of all Saiyans tail.
Yeah. Well,
He doesn't have that anymore. But
I was thinking during this episode, or maybe the next one, I was like, man, if he still had that, things would be a lot easier. I feel like.
Like to fight him.
Yeah. No, like him. Like I feel like if he could just turn into an ape,
Oh.
like he could just step on the androids.
At this point, you could make an argument probably that a Super Saiyan is stronger than the ape.
Sure.
Which I think canonically is true, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but the ape's just massive size. Like you could step on the android and break him, right?
Maybe.
I guess maybe that's a spoiler, and we'll see.
Yeah.
I just guessed it.
So at this point, Bulma finds out that Trunks. So Piccolo kind of spills the beans on Trunks. Bulma finds out that it is his son in the future, her son in the future. She like puts two and two together. She was even slower than Vegeta on that one. She was like,
"Oh my gosh, you grow up into a boy."
I guess you do look alike. We get lots of derp animation here.
Oh, there was a
in these
really
few
bad
episodes.
Krillin shot.
There's a really bad Vegeta shot.
Yeah, we actually had quite a bit.
It was crunch week in Japan.
Yeah.
It must have been, because these few episodes didn't look great, especially compared to before. So Gohan decides to take Bulma home per Piccolo's recommendation, because I guess Piccolo would rather keep Krillin around than Gohan, which doesn't really add up, because Gohan is definitely way stronger than
And
Krillin.
Piccolo knows that.
Yes. So yeah, he's heading home with Bulma and Yajirobe. He's all weighed down because Yajirobe's fat. Make fun of the fat guy, And then they're heading for his lab. They're following Dr. Gero again. Bulma flashback.
Yeah. No, flash forward.
What is that? What is Bulma flash?
It's a flash forward.
Well, it's Trunks' future, right?
So I guess when Trunks ages like to 18 years old or whatever, and Bulma, however, aged 40 years, because she's like, Trunks.
I don't know why they did the
Vegeta
grandma voice.
is a really great man.
Because
He
she's
has a
only
hard
like
time.
15 years older or whatever, 16 years
she
older.
should be like in her 30s. Like,
well, Bulma, I think she's like in her 30s right now.
okay, that would make sense. Okay, but even then, they turned her like way older than she would be in 12 or 15 or 18 years.
Yeah.
And she's basically telling Trunks like, your dad really sucks, but he does love you.
He never once showed me affection, and he's hard to read, but I could tell. And it's like, at what point are you?
The old Beauty and the Beast. What is
Dilemma.
that? What's that thing called?
Stockholm.
Stockholm syndrome.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I guess that would probably be the best way to put it.
Keep coming back to your man's, even though he's a
Jerky.
jerk.
So Vegeta like dares Trunks, like, I bet you can't keep up, and then they fly away, and they're all flying towards where they think is Gero's lab, and Gero sees them flying away, and he's like, damn it, they're literally heading right for my lab. And that's where the episode ends.
I gave this one a 4 out of 7.
I also gave it a 4.
Just because it's kind of it's fun. We're moving forward.
Yep.
Nothing too crazy, but
Same here. Yep, exactly. Nightmare Comes True is episode 133. Nightmare Comes True. Trunks cannot believe Vegeta is so stubborn.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna jump into the Goku Nightmare part, but I forgot that there's some stuff before that.
Okay. And yeah, basically Trunks is just like, this guy's arrogance is going to literally get him killed, because this is literally how he got killed in my timeline.
Yeah, and he's like trying to say that, and
he's not
like,
listening.
I don't care, dude.
And then we get Goku's nightmare.
Yeah. Which is kind of whatever, just nightmare. But we wake up and Yamcha's like holding on to the medicine or something. Like, what's the implication there? Is he like not giving Goku the medicine? The cure all?
I don't know, because we get at one point, either this episode or next episode, he like gives him more medicine.
Gives him some. Yeah. And then he's like,
I don't know.
And then he's like, we should probably take some for ourselves. And Chi-Chi's like, well, I'm going to take some. You can go buy your own.
It's like,
It's like, can people buy this? Is this a virus that's like widely recognized? Do we have a vaccine for it already?
No, that's the whole point.
Exactly. So like, no, Chi-Chi, he can't go buy some.
Mm-hmm.
But Chi-Chi's probably more useful than Yamcha at this point.
Oh,
and
for
I
sure.
like that Yamcha knows he's useless, because he says, I'll take Goku back. I'm probably more of a problem here than I am anywhere else.
In 133 episodes, the only two things that Yamcha has done is die
Yep.
and
5
get
times.
stabbed through the chest and almost die.
Like 6 times, yeah.
The animation was a lot better in this episode, at least I noticed.
Agreed.
We finally, they're flying, and they finally get up to North City. And then Krillin's like, wow, it's cold. And Piccolo's like, I'm glad I'm not human. It's like, okay, I guess
Cool.
Piccolo, he's cool, but he also is like, he's like a cool person, but it's like, he's also like kind of fails at being cool sometimes. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Where he's like, you're not ever going to call him on it because you don't want to like hurt his feelings.
Exactly.
And sometimes he is really cool and badass, but then other times he's not. And you're just like, you kind of let it slide because you know that he's actually cool in other ways.
Exactly.
Like he says some shit like that. And Krillin or Gohan or whoever could have easily been like, that literally makes zero sense.
The burnt toast.
We've been to your planet, dude.
Like, yeah, Piccolo, like yeah, that's what toast means.
Yeah, and so they were just like, we're gonna let that slide. They gave each other a look. They acknowledged it. They're like, we're not gonna bring this up to Piccolo. And they're good friends.
Yeah, so they get to North City. The lab they know is near North City in the mountains. Trunks is very frustrated with his father. They're all kind of going their separate ways trying to find this lab. And then a deer hunter. You've heard a farmer with a shotgun. Now we got a deer hunter that shoots at Dr. Gero, and he's like, "Wow, I thought you were a deer."
I thought it was gonna be like a callback because 20 catches the bullet, and I'm like, oh, is he about to
I thought
flick
he was
it
going to
back?
Wing. Yeah.
No, he just breaks
I
it.
thought the exact same thing.
It would have
but
been
he
cool if
turns
he
it
flicked
to
it
dust.
back. I would have been okay with this, but because he didn't, it was just annoying.
Somehow he blasted that guy, but he didn't instantly get vaporized. He got blasted into a tree and is like totally fine.
Yeah, and that's what gives his position away to Krillin. Krillin flies over there and kind of watches him.
Krillin gets murked.
Yeah.
Like instantly. Puts up no fight.
Yeah, well, we kind of knew that was going to happen.
He got a knee to the stomach, I think it was, and he like coughs out blood and he's just out. Like that's it. But he continues to follow Gero, who gives up. He's like, I got to get to my lab. Like, I don't have time for you.
And he eventually gets to the lab, and then Krillin's like, does some big radio voice beam thing.
Yeah, he was. They were raising their power level to signal each other.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool. And then he tells them like, hey, I find the lab. I found the lab.
I find a lab.
I find the lab.
And so we get Dr. Gero in his lab, and one by one, he does wake up 17 and 18. So I want to reverse. What are you thinking watching this? So you thought 19 and 20 were going to be the bugaboos.
Yeah.
Now you're realizing 20's missing an arm. He's probably going to die. 19 is dead. He's about to wake up 17 and 18. At this point, are you like, okay, so maybe these like 17 and 18 are the big bad guys?
Yeah, no, I was definitely putting that together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious.
So he lets 18 out, and 18's,
17 is the boy. 18 is the girl.
Yes. He lets 17 out first.
Yes.
Then he lets 18 out. And
Please hit me with the fit check on 17.
On 17, the boy.
Yeah, he's got the scarf, the black shirt, and the jeans.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I'm not the biggest fan of the scarf.
Like the ascot, I
Mostly
guess
the color. Yeah, it's got a little bit of like some Freddy vibes from Scooby Dooby Doo. But it's a nice fit. It's definitely higher than it is lower on the list.
Who is he above or below Badman Vegeta?
Oh, he's probably below. Badman Vegeta's like
Top tier, I know.
pretty high up
Okay,
there.
is he above Yard Rat Goku?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So next is 18. Hit me with a fit check on 18.
18 I actually really like a lot, but that's because her fit's kind of like Trunks' fit. Like
Yeah.
the jean jacket, the
Jean skirt,
jeans, the
leggings.
the cool. She's got the socks pulled up, the boots on top of the socks. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I love the androids designs. Like these two designs are way better than the other two. And
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, 19 and 20 were going to be the androids, but people didn't like, either the editors or like fans didn't like the designs. So that's when he killed 19, he made 20 Gero, and then he designed 17 and 18 to be like the two androids.
Oh well, I didn't know that.
As far as I remember, something along those lines. And then, so did you smell the insurrection here? Did you smell smell what the Rock was cooking?
Yeah, they get the he grabs the controller and he's like, I can control you guys with this, and that was my problem last time. I fixed some of your code. You're not gonna be able to break the rules this time. And they're like, oh damn. And then we learn next episode that it didn't work.
Yeah, actually, at the end of 133, Nightmare Comes True. They destroy the remote. Yep.
Oh, that's
17
right.
grabs it.
What if I just take this and then I hold on to it? And Jero's like, you better give that back right now. And he's like, what if I just break it? And he breaks it.
Yeah.
And now Jero's like, well, we're screwed. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this is what Trunks was warning about.
Yeah.
Is what we're seeing right now.
Because if I remember correctly, Trunks said to begin with that the androids killed Dr. Gero and like did their own thing.
Yes, he did.
So I guess in Trunks' timeline, like Gero didn't even get the chance to make 19, and maybe like 17 and 18 just killed him and then did their own thing.
Or he just missed the first part of the fight, yeah.
Because he doesn't have Android 16 in his timeline either. So they chose, I guess,
it's a whole paradox thing, really. Because 19, or Trunks told them what's happening, and he must have seen it to know. And now he's in the timeline where he finds out. Paradox.
That's why time travel doesn't work in any fiction.
Yeah.
So let's just ignore
let
that.
it happen.
Ignore that.
But I dig it.
Would you give this score? I didn't actually. I forgot.
I actually
to score
gave this one a
but
3 out of 7. Only because the only thing I enjoyed was the ending with the androids. I really hated not the hide and seek, but they split up to find Yajirobe, or to find Gero, and the farmer stuff was done. Like, it just wasn't. I didn't enjoy any of this until we got to the lab. I was almost like falling asleep. I was pretty bored in this episode.
Yeah, it's definitely on the boring side. I can agree with the 3 out of 7. I forgot to score to begin with, but I actually probably would have given it that anyway. So moving on to episode 134, Goku's Assassin.
Yeah.
So finally, we awaken Android 16, or they go to, but then Trunks destroys the lab that the gang comes up on. He blows open the doors are already open. I forgot 17 was like, come here to Krillin, but then Krillin got scared, and then he like changed his mind and like walked away anyway. It was kind of strange.
And Trunks is the one that blows off the door?
Vegeta is the one that blows down the door. Trunks is the one that blows up the lab.
The lab, that's right. Yes.
So Trunks blasted the lab, but of course the androids are fine, and then they take 16 out of his little pod.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vegeta's like, bad move, Trunks. You didn't even end up doing anything anyway.
Son.
My son is an idiot. So fit check me 16. What's his design like for you? What does it tingle?
A little lower.
No.
Not really feeling it.
Really?
I will say I have seen 16 before.
Really?
Once he popped up, I was like, I recognize.
Did you recognize 17 and 18?
No, but I
Really?
recognize 16. I don't know where. It's the green. Once I saw the green, like the fit check is that he looks like a Power Rangers villain.
I mean, he's in Fighters, and you've watched me play Fighters.
That's probably where
That's probably what it was.
But I didn't put together that was an android. Once I saw him, though, I was like, I've definitely seen this dude.
He is a very like easy to recognize design.
Yeah, he's like the first person with like orange hair in the show ever.
Yep.
And
he's got that Frankenstein kind of look.
Yeah,
not like Android 8 Frankenstein, but like
you can tell he's a robot.
Yeah.
The green is cool. I don't dislike the fit. I just think it's more Power Ranger villain than it is my type of fit in Dragon Ball. Which right now my type of fit in Dragon Ball is like jeans and like a dope shirt.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna go be kick-ass warriors that are gonna fight, but like they're gonna do it in style. Android 16 actually looks like just a bad guy.
Yeah. Definitely. No, he's not like wearing clothes. It's just like a robot.
Yeah.
Almost.
And he doesn't say anything, and they're like, what the hell is
he's
going
super
on?
tall. He's huge too, like big boy.
Like 9 feet tall.
Big boy.
And then that's when 17 remembers, it's like, oh, he's like programmed to kill just Goku, I think. And so they're like, okay, we have to talk to him using Goku. And they're like, do you need to kill Goku? And he's like, yes. And when he talks, his eyes just kind of like move back and forth, left and right. Yeah. Very, very robotic.
I like his design overall.
Yeah.
16 objective we learn is to destroy Goku. Like, that's his one objective. That's how he was programmed, more or less. And then so Vegeta flies off to find these androids. Because the androids fly off to find Goku.
Yep.
This episode felt really short for some reason. It felt like not a lot happened.
Not a lot happened at all.
Weird.
There's a part. So they fly off. They go and land on a road, and they're like,
well, we get Chi-Chi cooking, bro.
That's true.
For Goku. So Goku's like screaming in pain. Like past the unconscious, and Chi-Chi's like, I'm going to make him a nice meal.
Which, to be fair, with Goku, that is probably a good move. She's like, whenever he wakes up, I know he's going to be hungry. Let me get him a nice move. That's great, but like, hey, he's also screaming bloody murder in the other room. Maybe go check on your husband.
Yep.
And then we cut to the androids.
Well, Trunks. We get a Vegeta versus Trunks, too.
Well, it's not really a versus.
It's a Vegeta made Trunks his bitch.
Yeah. Vegeta knees the hell out of Trunks, right? It was a knee?
It was a punch in the gut.
Punch in the gut, that's right. And it's a very bad punch to the point where, like, when Vegeta leaves, he's still like Trunks is still hunched over. He's still got the imprint of the knee, and I think Trunks is just starting to learn that maybe his dad's not the coolest dude ever.
He's like, man, I finally get to meet my dad, and he freaking
punches the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And then so he flies off. He's going after the androids. We cut to the androids. They go and land on a road where some squirrels are and stuff. And for whatever reason, 18's like, yo, let's get in a car. And 17's like, we could just fly to wherever we want to go. And she's like, well, we can do whatever we want. Let's get in the car. And they're like, Android 16, are you cool with the car? He said, no, he says, are you cool with the car to go? Or he says something that sounds like Goku, because then Android 16's like, yes, that works for me. And then 17's like, oh, he must have heard Goku. I don't know if I'm giving them too much credit. But,
I think you are.
Yeah, probably. So cool, whatever. I guess they're gonna go after. Yeah, they're gonna go after Goku, and that's my last of my notes. I honestly don't remember anything else that happens.
Vegeta finds them on the road.
That is correct. Yeah.
And he starts talking mad.
That's true.
You gotta give him credit, dude. Like, he's cocky, but he literally shows up on a 1v3 to these androids who are presumably stronger than the ones he just fought.
Yeah, he can't gauge their power levels at all.
No, there's no gauge at all of how powerful they are, other than the fact that they just killed Dr. Gero.
Yeah, Vegeta has done almost nothing but take L's, and now he got his first win.
He got some dubs on Namek.
Yeah, that's true. He got the it's the Ginyu Force. I'm not sure that's.
No, he lost on the Ginyu Force.
That's true.
He won against. Did he kill Dodoria? He did. Zarbon Dodoria. But he took a big L against Ginyu Force, and he took a big L against.
Nail was Frieza as well. Anyway, he's cocky as hell, and we're loving it.
And so they're like, "Hey, 16, go ahead and destroy Vegeta," and he's like, "Negative. He's not Goku."
He's like, and then 17 is so surprised. He's like, "What?
Yeah,
we have to fight him." And then it's like, "Okay, dude, you already know the rules with this guy."
So it turns out 18 is now going to fight Vegeta. I want you to tell me, what is 18 versus Vegeta going to look like?
I think 18's going to... It's going to be a very fast fight. Like, punches and stuff are going to be fast. Like, I don't know if the fight's going to last long, but I know it's going to be one of those ones where they're like...
Okay.
All over the place. Because they're just both, like, speed demons, I think.
Does he take the dub like with 19? Can he back it up?
No, I don't think he can.
Really?
It would just be so cool to see 18 beat his ass that I want that to happen.
You want him to get humbled?
Yeah, like I love the idea of like this girl in jeans beats this dude in his Saiyan armor who can go Super Saiyan.
Up to this point, Dragon Ball has been a sausage fest.
Yeah. Well, that too, yeah. I mean, that as well. The only thing our girls get to do in the show is be Chi-Chi or Bulma, who sometimes goes and fights crabs.
You asked me earlier off camera if 19 and 20 are in fighters, and the answer is no.
Are 16, 17, and 18?
16, 17, and 18 are each fighters and fighters.
They're probably tight too, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't play any of them. I play...
Let me guess. Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza.
Goku, Frieza, and a third character, that which will not be named.
Is it...
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh my god.
It's Shaggy.
Is it Scrappy?
Yeah. All right, well, that's it. That's really where the episode ends. I gave it a 4 out of 7 this time.
I gave it a 3 out of 7.
Yeah.
That's fair. It was just kind of,
Yeah, we had a lot of plot setup.
Yeah, we're getting the low so we can get to the high, which I feel is
and it's not like low. Yeah. It's not like we've been low.
We've been very low.
So this is definitely very watchable still.
Yeah.
Any other predictions that you want to make? I mean, Goku's obviously out of the picture for now.
No, I feel like I have no idea where the show's going because, well, I don't know. Like we haven't seen these androids fight. We actually don't really know how strong they are. They could be nothings, and I'm inclined to believe that because 19 and 20 were nothing.
Yeah, they were. For the first time ever, a Dragon Ball Z villain showed up and was like not nearly as strong as we expected them to be.
Yeah, I mean, even Garlic Jr. was stronger than 19 and 20.
Garlic Jr. was a more of a difficult time. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But cool. I'm excited for things to come.
Yeah, me too.
Will Vegeta take the L?
Yes.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak.